Kanye West unveils new list of Hollywood victims. Kanye West has once again caused controversy with his outrageous statements. Many fans love to give Kanye time of day listening to his wild and weird theories about the industry. No matter how ridiculous he sounds, fans and paparazzi continue to ask for his opinion and listen to his complaints about anything. As we know, Kanye has always something to say. When he had an opportunity to be on camera amidst his cancellation, he made serious accusations against several high-profile celebrities. He dropped the names of LeBron James, Jay-Z, and Beyoncé as among the many celebrities who were allegedly controlled by satanic powers. He claimed that no one in Hollywood could control him and that all of these celebrities have made sacrifices in exchange for fame and fortune. They can't control me, you get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq, they can control Charles Barkley, they can control LeBron James, they can control Jay-Z and Beyoncé, but they can't control me. See, it ain't no name I won't name. I don't care who you are, I ain't taking no slice from nobody. It's God, that's the only person I serve. My mama ain't here, my mama was sacrificed. Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, Bill Cosby, his son, you're out in Hollywood. A lot of people come up missing. Kanye also mentioned Minister Louis Farrakhan's name in the video. Farrakhan's efforts to express support for Kanye West backfired. After Farrakhan released a video to defend Kanye from the criticism he received for making anti-Semitic statements, the rapper took offense to what the minister had said. Despite losing several business deals as a result of the backlash, Kanye seemed not to want to be reminded of his losses, which is exactly what Farrakhan did when he attempted to show support. Farrakhan made this statement in his video. Ye lost $2 billion in a few days. You might wonder, did he really have it? He lost that much that soon? Kanye quickly responded saying, Minister Farrakhan, I love you, but the way you read that, I took that as a slight. I don't take no disrespect from nobody, so let's get on the phone and let's talk that out. I don't care who you are, I ain't taking no slights from nobody. Kanye also revealed that the passing of his mother, Donda West, was part of the Hollywood sacrifices made to manipulate and distress him. My mama ain't here. My mama was sacrificed. Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son? Dr. Dre, his son? Out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. It feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control and traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize, and God loves me. They hit me, Gap, Adidas, all that away. Still, Forbes, who hate me, had to write net worth $400 million. However, many fans believe that Kanye only mentioned these names in his rant as a form of revenge against these celebrities. In Shaq's case, many assume that Kanye was seeking retribution because Shaq humiliated him on Twitter. On November 3, Kanye defended Kyrie Irving after Shaq criticized him for sharing an anti-Semitic documentary and calling him an idiot on social media. Kanye quickly took a jab at Shaq on Twitter and brought up his business dealings with Jamie Salter. Shaq is the second largest individual stakeholder in Salter's Authentic Brands Group. Jamie Salter, a Canadian businessman, is the founder, CEO, and chairman of the Authentic Brands Group, which includes Aeropostale, Brooks Brothers, Forever 21, JCPenney, Lucky Brand, Nautica, and Nine West. Kanye tweeted, Shaq is in the business with Jamie Salter. Jamie first said he's a 50-50 with David Beckham and 50-50 with Shaq. I said, Jamie, there's no such thing as 50-50 in business. Who has the extra 1% for the control and voting rights? He posted another tweet saying, Jamie then said he's actually got the 51% on both those deals. We as creators and talent get so caught up in our own vanity that we don't read or understand the fine print. As Dave Chappelle said, we need to stop giving up control over our own names and our likeness. Shaq did not hesitate to fire back at Kanye, using his own higher net worth to mock him and suggesting that he get his business affairs in order. He tweeted, Believe me, you don't know me like that. Worry about your business, and to quote the once great Kanye West, I got more money than you, so why would I listen to you? Take my advice and get your family business in order. Have a great day, brother. What did Kyrie Irving do that made Shaq furious? Kyrie received tons of hate and criticism after he posted an anti-Semitic movie to his 4 million followers on Twitter. Shaq openly expressed his disappointment over Kyrie's actions and called him an idiot in his interview with TNT, saying, My formula has always been the same, 60% to make you laugh, 30% to inspire you, and 10% to whatever I'm selling. You have to be aware of what you're doing, and you have to be aware that sometimes when you put stuff out, not everybody is going to like it. Some people are conscious, some people are not. I can tell he's not conscious, he doesn't really care what's going on. But us, I know that the game that we used to love and we promote, it brings people together, and it hurts me sometimes when we have to sit up here to talk about stuff that divides the game. Now we've got to answer for what this idiot has done. The Brooklyn Nets suspended Kyrie Irving for at least 5 games without pay as consequence of his action. He initially defended his post and refused to delete it. He eventually apologized in an Instagram post and took full responsibility for his action. He wrote, "To all Jewish families and communities that are hurt and affected by my post, I'm deeply sorry to have caused you pain, and I apologize. I initially reacted out of emotion to being unjustly labeled anti-Semitic instead of focusing on the healing process of my Jewish brothers and sisters that were hurt by the hateful remarks made in the documentary. I had no intentions to disrespect any Jewish cultural history regarding the Holocaust or perpetuate any hate. I'm learning from this unfortunate event and hope we can find understanding between us all." Kanye also targeted LeBron because he was removed from LeBron's show, The Shop Uninterrupted. Kanye was invited to the show, but LeBron and his producers decided to pull the whole episode because of the rapper's hate speech and extremely dangerous stereotypes. Maverick Carter, LeBron's business partner and CEO of Spring Hill Company, explained why they need to scrap the whole episode of Kanye. He said, "Yesterday we taped an episode of The Shop with Kanye West. Kanye was booked weeks ago, and after talking to Kanye directly the day before we taped, I believe he was capable of a respectful discussion and he was ready to address all his recent comments. Unfortunately, he used The Shop to reiterate more hate speech and extremely dangerous stereotypes. We have made the decision not to air this episode or any of Kanye's remarks. While The Shop embraces thoughtful discourse and differing opinions, we have zero tolerance for hate speech of any kind and will never allow our channels to be used to promote hate. I take full responsibility for believing Kanye wanted a different conversation and apologize to our guests and crew. Hate speech should never have an audience." Despite everything, Kanye remained convinced that celebrities had not come to his defense because they were controlled by secret masters. In a recent interview, he suggested that the reason for the lack of support from his fellow celebrities during recent controversies was due to a secret network that controlled celebrities. He used the example of Balenciaga's teddy bear advertising campaign, which featured children holding bags in the style of bondage cuddly toys to illustrate his point. He said, "This just shows you that all celebrities are controlled, you know? You don't see no celebrities talking about the Balenciaga situation, right? So that just shows you all of these celebrities out here. Don't let them influence you in any way because they're controlled by the people who really influence the world." Contrary to Kanye's claims, his ex-wife Kim Kardashian has spoken out against the Balenciaga campaign and even indicated that she's reconsidering her partnership with the brand due to the controversial images. The images were eventually removed and the company issued an apology. In a series of tweets she posted on Twitter, she wrote, "I've been quiet for the past few days, not because I haven't been disgusted and outraged by the recent Balenciaga campaigns, but because I wanted an opportunity to speak to their team to understand for myself how this could have happened. As a mother of 4, I've been shaken by the disturbing images. The safety of children must be held with the highest regard, and any attempts to normalize child abuse of any kind should have no place in our society, period. I appreciate Balenciaga's removal of the campaigns and apology. In speaking with them, I believe they understand the seriousness of the issue and will take the necessary measures for this to never happen again. As for my future at Balenciaga, I am currently re-evaluating my relationship with the brand, basing it off their willingness to accept accountability for something that should have never happened to begin with, and the actions I'm expecting to see them take to protect children." Kanye's recent rant came only a week after he announced that he could be taking a month-long break from speaking, but he has yet again found himself in the midst of a controversy. Shortly after making this announcement, he shared screenshots of a text message exchange with his personal trainer, Harley Pasternak. Kanye accused Harley of trying to control and manipulate him. The screenshot shared by Kanye appeared to show a message from Pasternak requesting to have a conversation with him and later on, threatening to send him back to a facility. The text messages read, "I'm going to help you one of a couple ways. First, you and I sit down and have a loving and open conversation, but you don't use cuss words, and everything that's discussed is based in fact, and not some crazy stuff that dumb friend of yours told you, or you saw in the tweet," reads the message. Second option, I have you institutionalized again where they medicate the crap out of you, and you go back to zombie land forever. Played it with the kids just won't be the same. Kanye concluded his outburst by claiming that the reason he was able to express himself freely was that he had not committed murder in the past. Meanwhile, fans have had mixed reactions to Kanye's conspiracy theories. Many of them were calling Kanye crazy, while some actually believe everything he said about the dark side of Hollywood. No one really knows what's going on in Kanye's head, but he still has fans who show love and support for him. Why do you think Kanye's saying all these things? Does he know something about the truth in Hollywood? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Stay tuned for more interesting videos. Are you not entertained? If you are, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.